Our mission at TGR Africa is to awaken the consciousness of the African diaspora living in the West to mobilize and function as an organized collective economic unit. The African diaspora is not totally aware of its collective economic power. It is not fully aware that collectively it has all the necessary resources, technical know-how, financial capital, knowledge and expertise needed to develop Africa. Part of our mission is to show the African diaspora that collectively we are a powerful economic unit that can rival any major global institution. Traditionally, Africa has looked towards institutions like the World Bank and IMF for support in aid of its development. However, history has shown that this support has often come at a great price, which has arguably done more harm than good in the aid of African development. If we can educate ourselves, the African diaspora, about our relative economic power and the role we can play in the development of Africa, we will be able to offer Africa an alternate strategic partner to aid our development than the traditional partners Africa has become so heavily reliant upon. Part of our mission is to become the eyes and ears of the diaspora in Africa. We want to become the trusted institution that the African diaspora looks to for education and support when it comes to business and investment in Africa. We are aware that there are significant barriers that prevent the African diaspora from engaging with Africa on a business and investment level. Some of these barriers are geographical, lack of education and knowledge concerning the developments taking place in Africa, support in managing the transition from the West to Africa, lack of trust and lack of credible organizations where the diaspora can feel safe, utilizing as a bridge to connect themselves with Africa, and the lack of appropriate investment vehicles and products which can facilitate the transfer of diaspora capital into highly productive areas in African economies. We believe the most effective way to achieve our vision for Africa is to adopt a focused approach. When it comes to strategy, we believe the most effective approach will be to channel our collective resources in a focused manner. All African countries face many problems that cannot be solved effectively if resources are broadly distributed. What we are aiming to do is to utilize Ghana as the launching pad for a pilot program with the intention of it serving as the blueprint that we can extend to all other African countries. This will then provide the rest of Africa with a blueprint that we can follow towards development. We believe that Ghana already presents a suitable environment for the diaspora to engage with on a business and investment level. And by focusing our collective efforts on Ghana initially, it will allow us to have a greater impact on the continent as a whole and will signal to the rest of Africa that the diaspora can be a serious partner, supporting African development, igniting a renewed spirit of the emergence of a new African renaissance and developmental pathway.